Today I want to talk about the different stages of one's healing journey. So why does one get into healthy food, spirituality, yoga, meditation, emotional healing, trauma release, just being more healthy over all these things? A lot of the time it's going to be because the body's saying something. It's like there's some illness or there's some emotional pain or there's something, so we have to change. So often we start with suffering, and there's this suffering. And for me, I got sick, so that I started suffering. I started to sneeze all the time, get runny eyes, really become allergic to most things around me. Now when this suffering begins, the next stage is trying to fix it. So pretty much everyone will try and fix their suffering, and they'll try and fix their suffering from something outside of themselves. And one of the easiest ways to do that is supplements, herbs, changing diet. Now these are all good things, but it's not going to the fundamental root cause of the suffering, most likely. The physical body is like the top of the iceberg. It's like what we can see. Underneath the physical, there's the emotional, there's the mental, there's the spiritual. So there's all these layers, and it's like, how deep are we going? And if we just stay on the physical, it's like just cleaning the top of the iceberg. Or it's like going to a tree, and the tree is unhealthy, it's suffering, and we're going to water the leaves of the tree. No, you got to water the roots of the tree. So you got to go lower than that. You got to go deeper to where it's actually happening, to where the seed of this suffering is being born. Some people will even just try and paint the leaves of the tree, and just go, yeah, that'll be fine. It's just all about how I look. And it's like, no, it's like, let's water the roots of the tree or the iceberg. Let's go to the bottom and let's see what's actually underneath that. But most people will go to the physical. So diet, herbs, detoxification, digestion, all these things. It's great. It's a great first step. Most people will go on that journey for months or years, and they'll discover, oh, I'm still suffering. I've improved a little bit maybe, but I'm suffering. Then where do they go? The mind. Most people will then go to the mind. Oh, maybe it's my thoughts. So they go a bit deeper. It's like, oh, my thoughts, I'll get into affirmations. I'll stand in front of a mirror and say I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And this is slightly a little bit deeper, getting to a little bit of a little bit deeper of what's going on, but it's still very surface. It's like, okay, the mind, yep, affirmations, positive thinking, positive beliefs, all these things. Most people will do that for some time. And these can be slightly in different orders, but this is just the general order. And then it's like, oh wow, okay, next one. Well, the mind, the body. I know, I need to meditate. I need to meditate. Meditation will be my answer. Still trying to fix me, still trying to fix myself. I need to meditate. Yes, okay, I'm going to go to this meditation class because meditation will heal everything, and I'll sit there and I'll just meditate, and I'll be I'll do some chanting, meditating. I'll do this for months or maybe years or whatever it is, meditating. Oh, I'm still suffering. It's still okay, that's great. There's that level. But still, it's trying to fix. Then people might go, okay, well, I got to go to I got to bring in the big guns here. I'm still suffering. Ayahuasca. I've heard ayahuasca is just this profound near-death experience, transformational experience. I'm just going to go there and I'm just going to make it happen, and I'm going to just be healed. I'm going to leave there. I'm going to pay my $500. I'm going to go to this epic shaman, and I'm going to leave, and I'm going to be healed. This is what I'm going to do. And often doesn't happen like that. And it's what? tried years of this and this and this, and I've gone to this ayahuasca and I've done this. It's like, And most likely at that stage, when they've tried all these things, when they've spent their money, when they've journeyed out here, when they've traveled here, when they've read here, they've watched here, they've talked here, it's like, I'm still suffering, damn it. What next? And then most likely from this space, it's like people get stuck. And it's like this real like stuck, frustrated, almost like a letting go, like a, geez, like this is really, I don't know where to go from here. It's like, I don't know. Because the whole way along the journey, there was something that was like, okay, if this doesn't work, well then that'll work, you know. And this, that. And then it's like, I don't know, I'm stuck. And then, hopefully, from that space, people take their power back. And people, instead of walking outside of themselves, they walk inside themselves. And what is inside? There's deep awareness. So awareness starts to increase and starts to find those patterns, those wounds, and bring and drive deep awareness, because we are pure awareness at the deepest level. It's like I'm peering behind my eyes. I'm not like the visual representation of my eyes. I'm like behind my eyes, and I'm pure awareness, and so are you, and we're peering out into the world with our 5 senses, and we get stuck in these 5 senses. But in truth, we are awareness. So we start to really manage ourselves being pure awareness, rather than being out there in the future away from ourselves. It's like we drive back into ourselves. We start to take our power back, and we start to come home. So we take our power back, awareness deeply increases, and often there's a huge emotional body healing and awareness, and nervous system awareness, because these are very deep. And the emotional body and the nervous system are things within us that we've actually been running away from our whole lives, trying to fix. So that's often where the deepest root, the pain is, and we've like run away outside, trying to like eat healthy food, trying to say like I'm beautiful, to heal that deep wound that is in the body, that is deep within the nervous system, that is like physically, emotionally, energetically impacted into us, imprinted from ancestors, from our birthing procedure, from our mother and father or our guardians who raised us, from our society. There's all these imprints, and it's on our like subtle, emotional and energetic, and it's within us. And it's only until we go to that place and we come home does real lasting transformation occur, from my experience and from the people that I work with. So often people that I work with are at the stage of being stuck. It's very interesting, because it's like life knows that I can take people to the next level when they're stuck. If someone comes to me and they're just starting out their journey suffering, well, they may as well go to a naturopath and a nutritionist, because that's where they're at. And everyone's going to try and fix themselves at the deepest level with the least amount of resistance. Why would I go into my like painful wounds that are deep within my psyche when I believe that I can just have a green juice every day and be healed? I'm obviously going to have the green juice, but when I realize that, okay, maybe that gives me a little bit more energy, but it's not healing me at that deep level that I need and I feel, and my awareness knows that it needs to happen. So life knows that it's best people that are attracted to me are going to be the ones that have gone through this journey a long way, and now they're stuck, and they're like, and this is the people that I attract. I attract those people that have been on this journey for a while, like sometimes 10, 15, 20 years, or their whole life. And it's like, Charlie, like, I don't know if you can help me, but like, I'm here, I've arrived, I've tried this. Like, I asked them, what have they tried? They've got a list of 100 things. And we redirect their energy from going out to within. And this is where the profound shifts happen. So I wanted to mention that because there's different levels, different stages of healing, and you don't need to rush into anything. Like if someone's just got into, say, healthy food or something, and they're like really suffering, there's like deep pain and grief that they're not really aware of because they're always outside, keeping busy with work and all these things and socially and stuff. But there's something inside that they're trying to change, and then they'll get into healthy food and they'll be like, wow, this is amazing. If I told them, okay, no, like we need to, okay, that's great, like do this, because I work physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but I really am tuned in to where people are at on the journey, and we go there and we meet them there. Because if I try and jump ahead, they've got this whole karmic journey, just like I had my karmic journey. I'm still on my journey. And it's like if someone came to me at a young age when I was like getting into detoxification and fasting, for example, and they were like, okay, like that's okay, but like you need to be like doing this and this on your like emotional nervous system. We need to like readdress these patterns that are showing up that I can see within your system, within your body, within your mind. I'd be like, okay, like maybe, but I reckon this physical thing will help, you know. I reckon I think this will heal me, you know. And that is where their soul is being, because they have to complete that part of the journey. There has to be that completion before they have their internal realization of like, oh, okay, it didn't work fully as what I expected. So then I'm going to go here, and there's this like progression. And this is something that I've discovered within my own journey, as well as observing people outside of myself in their journeys. And there's this complete journey, and I'm not sure that many people know that there's this journey, but there's definitely this really profound stages of this healing journey. So anyway, that's all from me. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you discovered a little bit about yourself and where you're at on your journey. And gotta take a deep breath, and yeah, have an amazing day. It's early in the morning here, so I look forward to seeing what the day holds for me, and wishing you the best day as well. And if you know anyone on some form of healing journey, then maybe send this to them, you know, share this with them, and